Welcome back to the Dividend Diplomats YouTube channel. You got your boys here, Lanny and Bert. The Dividend Diplomats. Everybody, I've heard you loud and clear. We keep talking about a certain sector on this video, and every time in the comment section you say, why aren't you looking at this stock? Why aren't you buying this stock? I like this one better. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to look at that one stock today, Lanny.
We're going to look at it.
We're going to look at it. This company has a 1% yield. They've paid dividends for 20 years. They're trending upward on the dividend front. Guys, let's take a deep dive and look at a dividend stock today.
Smash that subscribe button, guys. Give us a nice thumbs up. We're not talking about Intel today. We're not talking about NVIDIA. We're not talking about Qualcomm, Broadcom, Viscom, WorldCom. Funny joke for everybody who caught that right there.
Yeah.
But we are in the semiconductor industry, and indirectly it has a lot to do with Intel. But Bert, this company has almost $1 trillion in market cap as well, surprisingly. Almost almost sharded over there just thinking about it. But the stock is down 10% this year.
All right, we're talking about Taiwan Semiconductor, ticker symbol TSM.
TSM.
Why are we talking
Why,
about
Bert? Why?
TSM? Well, they are arch rivals with Intel.
Arch rivals.
Arch rivals. They do not like each other. So surely you'd be shocked when these two companies and not make headwinds, because Taiwan Semiconductor first announced that they're going to invest $100 billion in the U.S. over the next 5 years, which is great.
$100 billion.
But then they also announced.
Who tracks that?
I don't know. It's a great headline. It's a great headline. So we'll see if they live up to it. But then after that, they subsequently announced they're considering a joint venture with Intel and its foundry.
Intel.
Where they would own less than 50% of Intel's foundry business to help them build chips for Broadcom, for NVIDIA and their US-based customers. So the money's coming in. Nice potential joint venture.
But the money is going out.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. So that is why TSM is making headwinds and why we have to keep talking about them. Even with all this, they're still down 10% in 2025. So they can't shake the news that so many other in the tech sector and so many of the other semiconductors are facing today.
TSM, talk about a stock that I do not know much about here.
It didn't even cross my mind to talk about them, Lanny. Like I didn't even think to talk about them when we've been talking about tech stocks over the last few weeks.
A lot of shareholders out there.
Yeah,
a lot of people wanting to see if there's value here with TSM.
Yeah.
People wanted us to cover it. Well, gosh damn it, we are covering it, guys. Again, almost $1 trillion in market cap at $765 billion. They're up 240% over the last 5 years, dominating and destroying the S&P 500. Now, Bert, man, go ahead.
No, I was say you can see why, because when you look at their numbers kind of show significant growth.
And now, are they reporting numbers in US dollars?
No, they're not. It's not the easiest to follow, and they're showing monthly numbers. They report monthly numbers, or quarterly. Like, look, it's never the easiest to follow.
Daily numbers, the daily.
Yeah. But
just a live feed.
Yeah, of the controller signing off on everything every day, the revenue numbers. He's given a thumbs up for the live stream. Okay, so monthly revenue, according to the Alpha article,
roaring Taiwan.
Yeah. Monthly revenue jumped 43% in a certain unit. January, February grew 39%. Overall revenue flat. But you look at it, I'm on Seeking Alpha right now, and we'll put the image up here. Annual revenue in December 2020 was 47.63 billion. 2024, 88 billion. So grew pretty heavily over that period. Estimated to be 112 billion in 2025. For earnings per share. Hold on, let me flip the button to annual here because not reading off each quarter. December fiscal year 2020, earnings per share were $3.40. December 2024, $7.04. So again, nearly doubling. Actually, that one was more than that one was doubling. And then earnings per share estimates over $9 here. So you see strong growth over the last 4 years for revenue, strong revenue growth from here, and that's reflected in the stock price that's grown over 200%, as you said earlier.
Huge, huge. I
Yeah.
mean, again, as Bert said, joint venture with Intel, looking to invest 100 billion within the US over the next 5 years. Is this a stock to buy? Is this a stock that deserves a spot in a portfolio? Are the valuation metrics there, the dividend metrics there? Is this a good passive income producing stock? Because we're all trying to reach financial freedom. And is this stock going to actually help you get there? Or is there too much noise or confusion within the stock? But
But
TSM guys, let us know before we jump in if you guys own it and how long you've owned it.
all right, let's jump to our metrics here. We're going to look first at that price to earnings ratio. The price at the time of this video is 177.17. Earnings per share from Seeking Alpha are $9.07. That's a price to earnings ratio of 19.53. That is below their 5-year price to earnings ratio of 22.4x, which indicates the company is a value.
That's way above Intel.
Yeah, well, at least they have earnings. I think that's the key piece of how.
To start.
Yeah, that's a good start for beating Intel. That joint venture is going to help. So price earnings ratio discount compared to there. Lanny, what is that dividend payout ratio here?
So the dividend payout ratio is interesting here, guys, again, because the dividend is hard to always gauge, but they pay about $2.46 USD over the course of the year. So that's a very low dividend payout ratio of 27%. So very low,
Very,
very safe.
very
Plenty of
low.
room to keep growing.
Yeah, their 5-year dividend growth rates 3.58%. Their 10-year, they're trending up. You can find it anywhere. It's hard to peg their dividend growth, and it's pegged to trend the year's increase because of that currency translation. So you zoom out, you look at the chart. We'll put it up here. Just their 10-year history on Seeking Alpha. It's clearly trending upward, and that's really what's important here. They paid dividends for 20 years. It's trending up over that last period. So that's what you want to see, whether the numbers are easy to find or not.
Like men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
Ball don't
Um,
lie.
the yield is about 1.39%. So again, a lower yield, possibly a lower dividend growth stock here, but again, you're buying it not more than likely not for the dividend growth. You're buying it for the price appreciation. Again, up 240% in 5 years. So guys, just to summarize, less than 20 PE, 27% payout ratio, trending upwards on the dividend, possibly growth for well over 10 years. Yield of just under 1.5% at 1.39%. 765 billion in market cap. TSM. Bert, are you buying this stock right now?
No, but I get the metrics and I get why people do like TSM right now. If they're down below their historical mark. They have a great payout ratio. And this company's revenue growth and earnings growth is fantastic. But here's the big question. Do you believe that we're in an AI bubble right now? And do you believe that bubble's bursting? If that bubble's bursting, there could be more pain ahead for Taiwan Semiconductor. Here, as you see a slowdown in orders. But if you believe that AI is going to continue taking off and demand for NVIDIA, Broadcom's chips, AMD is going to be through the roof, then this is the company you probably want to buy if you're looking for one in the semiconductor to take advantage of the AI boom. And you could grab that company at a discount right now. I'm just not buying it today. What do you think, Lanny?
Yeah, just not a spot right now in my portfolio. Not a new position that I'm looking to add. Kind of guarded in my portfolio, to be honest, right now. This one just isn't a spot that I want to play with or roll with. Instead, I'm okay with my deep exposure to the semiconductor AI space with the VOO ETF that I buy.
Yeah, I also have Texas Instruments, unfortunately, Intel until that one can get sold. So I have exposure here. I have other exposure, and I have Qualcomm too. So I have plenty of tech exposure in the sector. I don't need to add another one.
I own the top 500 U.S. companies.
Yeah, individually. I didn't just buy VOO. So everyone, let us know, what do you think of Taiwan Semiconductor, ticker symbol TSM? Are you running to buy them? Also, tell us more about the company. Again, we looked at them, we looked at some of the numbers, but overall, our knowledge of TSM is pretty low. So feel free to shed some light in the comment section and let us learn a little bit more about TSM.
Yeah, what other stocks are you buying right now in 2025 when there's opportunity knocking on the door with the S&P 500 and the overall market declining, guys? Let us know. Let us know how your passive income journey is going. Like this video, subscribe to this gosh damn channel, Bert.
And remember, you're either with us or you're against us, Jack.
That was Bird, the Hurt Locker, and Lanny from the Dividend Diplomats. Over and out.